What's good, y'all? It's your boy D-Lou back at it again with another banger video. Move the mic. There we go. All right, so DreamCon 2026 is over, and there's a lot of mixed reviews going on about it, and I kind of want to have a space where we can talk about it and react to a few brothers who are giving their genuine recap of what DreamCon 2026 was for them, the highs, the lows, ebbs and flows, and all that, and then also addressing some of the critiques that DreamCon had this year. And we're going to get into it because I don't want to really go into it as of right now, because hence that's what the video is for and hence what I'm reacting to. But then at the end, I'm also going to be providing my own perspective, my own thoughts, critiques, everything. But I'm going to try to let the video play out and not interject too much, because I want to get through the video as quick and as seemingly fast as possible. But not like quick, but I want to be able to understand it and you guys understand it. But also, it is a pretty beefy, lengthy video, so this might be a little bit of the longer one, but we're going to rock with it and roll with it and see how it do. So this is kind of a longer video, so grab your snacks, grab your popcorn, grab your drink, something that you can munch on, whatever it may be, and let's get into the video. But y'all know the deal, y'all know the vibes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with a friend so that we may continue to grow into the people that God wants us to be each and every day. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Let's get it, gang. All right, HMR, let's see what y'all got. I'm going to link their channel in the description below so that you guys can follow them too. Support the channel. These good brothers, they do good work, and let's get into it, shall we?
For me, from my perspective, this was the best DreamCon yet. From an organizational standpoint, now I know we didn't try to get into this, do that in the third and the fourth, but even just walking around, I think that this was the best DreamCon from an organizational standpoint yet. How do y'all feel about that?
I agree. From the badge pickup setup, because in years prior, maybe you could still do it this year. You have to go to a hotel and then go to the convention. Everything was in the convention. I really like that. Even the how they check the badges, it was kind of annoying, but that is a part of good security. You know what I'm saying? Checking how people get in and out and stuff like that. So I definitely liked it from that angle.
I will say, from our perspectives and POV, yes, for how we move around DreamCon and things we want to do, I do think this was the best one. I just feel it's kind of, I don't think disingenuous is the word, but it's just not fair for us to say that, oh, well, yeah, shit was cool, when we really didn't do any of the events for real. Like, I feel like that's where you really will get another perspective on how the con's going if you're trying to go to all the events and do all the things. Like, all the damn table games and all the things they had in all those off rooms, we ain't seen none of that. We ain't tried to do none of that. Like, we don't know what it was like getting into that, how that was impacted. All the clips, any negative clip I've seen of DreamCon happened on the way to and or out of stuff we weren't interested in. The white woman dropping booty on Bud.
What the fuck just happened?
That happened in one of the, like, the little
That's crazy.
off hallway rooms or whatever. Unless we were doing the YouTube lounge, we weren't in that area. We weren't in those off rooms. The only other time we did that or got back there is when we went to JD's thing, but we weren't there. The clips of, and I hope we address him, that weirdo that was going around harassing the women. He was picked up old girl, fought Almighty J, that dude. Off rooms or on the way to something or on the way from something. Like, it wasn't just how we were doing, just walking the floors. Hey, where's X, Y, and Z? Floor this, that hall. So I do think we have a unique perspective on it, but I agree with you. It, to me, best con out the three that we've been to.
Yeah, I would say logistically best con out of the three. And I mean, you brought them up, so we can go there. So there's been people talking about the IRL streamers of it all. And I also acknowledge and notice this as well. When we were on the floor and we were consuming some of the signs and stuff like that, DreamCon staff or organizer, whoever, made it well known. They had signage that said, IRL streamers, we are watching y'all. We are watching y'all. We are looking out for y'all. I did see somebody get picked up and escorted out the first day that we were there. But they were watching the IRL streamers for what it's worth, because, you know, the word is kind of out. the people are upset at the IRL streamers. This is the video that Damo is talking about.
Oh, I thought you were gonna show the other one.
No.
Thank God.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Don't put it.
You guys don't want to be on it?
No.
Why? You got a girl. You got a girl. You're saying that. That's why. You don't want to be in 4K saying that's it. Tell what you said behind the camera.
Yeah, you gotta tell the camera what you said. Whoa.
Bruh, that's crazy.
You gotta put it down. 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 You gotta put it
You
down.
can't
You gotta
just
put it
do that.
Yo, the lawsuit coming soon, but we gonna beat the case.
down. Y'all, I don't think you beating that one, gang. I don't think you beating that one.
And then
I
you
don't think
pretending
beating
that stuff
one,
is funny.
bro.
That's
On bro grave. I don't think you beating that.
hold on, wait, hold up. I gotta pause chat. Like the fact that he was just like, oh, the lawsuit is coming, but we gonna beat it. But it's just like, bruh, you can't just up and pick up a random woman. You don't know one. Well, not even that, but like one, she didn't even consent to it. You didn't consent. She didn't consent to you picking her up. And then the fact that you did it and had the nerve to do it at a con and like you didn't get consent from it, and then it was just like, oh well, if the lawsuit coming, then we just gonna beat it, and then strike a pose like it's funny and stuff. Like, bruh, he lucky that he didn't get jumped by that, because there's some bros out there who don't play about that, and some dudes out there who don't play about that. But then also too, I also want to be like, hey, like whoever like she was with, whether it's the cameraman or whether it's her friends or like, you know, whatever dudes is off in there, like, come on, like you guys could have like stepped in and stopped that. But like, thank God for like the dude who's like, whoa, like put her down. Like, you guys were there to do that. But I don't know, like maybe it could have been done a little bit more, but I don't think no one could have predicted that he was going to do that. But that's still not cool, gang. Like, we got to be better than that. Come on.
Make it hang by a tree. Give me one more time.
Hold on.
So just if you couldn't see it, it was too blurry. Just for some clarification, seems to be an interaction between streamers and a streamer and some sort of bunny.
I will say, I don't know if you would say it's the same issue, but DreamCon did feel more gooned out than years past this year. I did.
Really, I actually don't feel that way. I do.
Really?
I feel it was just it as normally gooned out as it's been from my perspective. I don't think it was more gooned out.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it just stood out a little bit more because I also noticed, I told Damo this, there were more kids this year than years past. Like legitimate
Okay.
children running around.
I do
Yeah.
agree with that.
So
I
the
agree with that.
combination of the goon of it all with literal children running around, it did look crazy. It did look crazy.
I will say, I will give you that one because me and Dre said the same thing. A lot more kids running around compared to the cons I've been to. But like I told him, I don't think any of the kids were. I don't have a problem with the kids being there, as long as they're not causing an issue or doing kid things to disturb the peace. Which I didn't have no issues with any of the kids there. When no babies crying and screaming,
Yeah.
no one ran up and tried to grab a mic or interrupted a panel, but we didn't go to many. But I don't think that happened, so I'm not mad at it. But there is hell ass out there for there to be kids. We'll say that. That's kind of
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
but
bring your kids with all
I'll
that
say
ass
this.
out there.
I agree there were more kids, so you're probably more hyper vigilant of the goonification of it all. And then I will also add to it that, you know, it's kind of known or okay, or it's communicated that there are going to be schmex workers that are at these things. And when I was scrolling today, I thought it was just Kira. It was probably 15 more, right? So I get that in all the conversation, but I don't know if I would say that it was more gooned out. But what I will say is that, at least this is my take on it, because, you know, we can address Buddy and his separate grabbing of the woman incident. I don't think that was right at all.
Far from
But
it.
there's something to also be said about these online people and their social awareness and social understandings of these situations. They lack it. Even with us, we talk about it pretty much every year at this point. There's too many people that come up to us that I get. We have this relationship online, and we love all of the people that came up and dapped us up and hugged us, but just don't understand that we don't know you necessarily. Like, you are a faceless profile, and your name is, you know, so and so 40792, and you just don't understand the social cues. At this point, content creators are going to be at the event. Content creators will be at the event. For what it's worth, I think the reason why we missed a lot of the streamer stuff, we didn't stay on floor one. And apparently floor one in the exhibit hall was where all the nonsense and madness happened. But content creators will be there. People will come up to you with mic and ask you question, whether it be gay son, thought daughter, or something more personalized to you or whatever it is. They're gonna ask you something. We kind of just gotta this was nowhere near close to last year. We kind of gotta get off the streamers are ruining DreamCon bandwagon. We got to.
I'm definitely with that because it's not just the streamers. There are regular people who are just as weird and deplorable as Ballhead Buddy. We're going to talk about, and I'm with you. I'm with you on what you're saying, and I'll add this. This is my separate thing. I know we're going to address him, and I want people to understand. I'm putting legit blame on him. He's weird. He is a weirdo. There is no excusing him being a weirdo. There's no excusing anything he did. He's weird.
Exactly.
Now I'm directing y'all to this other talking point, which is whoever you're with got to do better.
My point exactly.
It shouldn't be a bunch of laughs and giggles in a situation like that. Got to be better. I don't care what the rules of the cameraman is. That shit should not. If she's uncomfortable, then we have a problem.
Step in.
And I will say that is the difference between us and I guess a lot of other people. Anytime I felt one of y'all seemed uncomfortable, or if I noticed y'all was uncomfortable about something, if that arose or y'all showed that, then I had an issue. I don't really notice it. I didn't really notice it with Souls because people were just asking Celtics questions if they asked him something. Yeah. The only time I had an issue with the interaction regarding Omar was the dude that popped out of nowhere. Yo, Maisie, weren't you in AMP? What happened? And then walk off. I was gonna snatch that nigga dreads, but you laughed it off and you kept it pushing. You didn't have a problem. I wasn't gonna create a problem. But if you had a genuine problem with that, it would have been dressed because that was crazy, especially if he had a camera. Also, he wasn't clip farming. That wasn't a streamer that did that. That was a regular nigga. Perceivably, I don't know. That could be a huge TikToker.
That's also why the environment is so weird at DreamCon. Is because I'm not saying weird at DreamCon because of DreamCon, but just
it's the people,
that make it up.
And
a particular person. It's not all the people. It's not cosplayers. I'm not saying it's cosplayers. I'm not saying it's anime fans. I'm saying it's the particular person doing weird shit. It's that person that's popping up to DreamCon.
Yeah, you have even the twerk on the face thing from the DreamCon. That is con things. Stuff happens like that at cons. Then you also add the element of a camera being involved. So that may turn something that happens at a con up 10%. Now it's publicized to people who are criticizing on the internet and all this other stuff like that. I can't believe that I see every single year. I can't believe y'all doing a do at DreamCon. Yeah, that's what happens at conventions. But the only reason why is because the social media of it all is established in these things.
I thought it was already established last year how normalizing stuff IRL streaming was. So I wasn't really surprised with it this year. The main thing that bothered me about the IRL streamers was how ass y'all were at streaming.
Man.
That's what really bothered me. It wasn't the fact that it was just going on, but
shout out Dabo's guy.
Yo, fuck Superman, dog. Hate that little nigga. Some of y'all, not even some of y'all, majority of y'all are ass at making content. There was some good people though. Met some good people. Help people do some things and plan to do great creators there, great people trying to do work and making good content. But majority of y'all just walking around with your cameras, walking around with your little stick out, just pause. Just walking around. Yeah, chat. What we on, chat? Chat, what we on? What we doing? We walking around calm, but chat, what we doing, chat?
Bruh.
And that's the content. And they're walking around just, oh, that's that weird ass wrestling shit. Yeah, we not doing that, chat. Chat, what we on? What we on? Yeah, the bitches is bad, but what we on, chat? What we on, chat? Like,
no, but
what are you doing?
What he's saying is true. And then also even in the public interview thing, and I told somebody this, like think about your content from a content creator's perspective. Stop finding a creator and asking them, what's some advice? What's some advice that you could give? Man. Look at Vso's face. What's some advice that you could give? And I know some people that I gave advice to that are going to be like, oh, here you go. But I'm being dead serious. Think if you're just scrolling, what's some advice that you could give from random X creator? All of this stuff isn't great content or anything like that. I appreciate the
I see why creators give generic advice, by the way, now.
But you don't know if it's a creator you don't. If it's
consistency.
If it's a creator you don't know, it just comes off a little And I look at the cameras are looking at our chest. None of it's. But I'm not mad at these people for doing this. I'm actually starting to get mad at the people who are mad at these people for doing this, because there's so much overlap, right? And the reason why you're even there partly is because you have creators that you like and enjoy. This is time for them to get their shit off too. And I don't think anybody was, again, we stayed off the first level. I don't think anybody was like OD over the top, but people are going to create content. You may get tapped on your shoulder and asked, Gogajo or Krillin. You may get asked that. You may get asked, what was he asking? What's the song of the summer? You may get asked that. But that I hope that that's not what we're saying is, yo, this is taken away from my con experience. You got to stay home, gang.
Exactly.
You got to stay home.
Yeah, I will say, I don't know. Maybe it's because we were doing like the public interview things. The fact that I felt the need, if I'm interviewing, not even just the women, people in general, the fact that I had to feel the need to be like, yo, can I just ask you a couple questions for this little interview? And then the look they'll give, promise you, was no weird questions. Like the fact that that has to be said is kind of crazy. Like there should be a baseline standard of, yo, can I ask you something? And you don't expect me to ask you the most ridiculous, clap your mom for $1 million, let your dad give your head for $1 million, go. Like that shouldn't be where your mind immediately assumes a public interview is gonna go. That's disgusting. Like genuinely all the interviews I did after probably the first two, because I am a person who picks up on social cues from people. After the first two, the lean back after you ask the question, gauging if I'm gonna be a weirdo, you don't got to. You wanna know why? Because I promise you I'm not about to ask no weird shit. I'm asking simple stuff. I'm gonna keep it respectful. And there were people who weren't doing that. I did overhear some people getting their interview questions off. It was disgusting. I will. So the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm with you. It might have been more gooned out this year.
What were the questions like? If I beat your cheeks till they bleed, like
Omar, anything.
I don't know. These I'm trying to figure
Anything you're about to ask, yes. Anything you're about to ask, yes. When I broke off, when I broke off from the YouTube lounge and I was just sitting out there for a sec because the trumpet players kept following us for whatever reason. Just getting followed by niggas playing
Imagine
trumpet.
being followed by the saxophone chat. That's what
and they're playing. It's not just regular saxophone music. They're playing everything that's popular or whatever. Imagine the saxophones. Imagine the saxophones follow you playing spin that shit. Like, come on, dog. Like, what are we?
And you know what's funny? It's the clarinet in there that breaks it up because you got two other. It was legit like three people playing the horns. Two of them was playing their. But then there's that one horn that's like. Shut the. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, super side tangent. Chat, I know y'all think we're putting 10 on 5. I promise you, we went to 3 separate floors, and every time the niggas on the trumpets were in front of us, gathering a crowd to play music. I don't know what the hell that shit was about. We started at the 3rd floor, it happened, okay, cool. 2nd floor, how the fuck the trumpet niggas get right here again? All right, whatever. Go down to the 1st floor to meet Tevin. Tevin is ducked off in a corner, hiding from people. We go over to Tevin, ducked off in a corner, hiding from people. 5 minutes later, nigga, is that them? Right there again? Sorry, super side tangent. Nah, but I forgot what we were talking about with the weirdos at the con. There are weirdos at the con. That I feel like as a community, we have to come together for people who are going to the con. Smack weirdos, man. Smack weirdos, get them out of there. And all you easily offended people, I'm with Omar. Just stop going to the con. Just it's not for you then. If your con experience is going to be ruined because Jersey Joe is dancing in the corner.
Well, I wish Jersey Joe was there. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, not too much of my guy.
I'm just saying. If your con experience is ruined because Jersey Joe is in the corner, come on, gang, stay home.
Yeah,
if your con experience is ruined because other people are just getting content and it's not harming you, like a lot of this stuff, you can just walk by. Like the stuff people are complaining about is stuff that you can passively just walk by or not engage with, but that's ruining your con experience.
Are the people that are mad that y'all have seen, are they like real anime fans going to DreamCon for the anime stuff?
That part.
Or is it all over the place?
It's a mix.
It's been a mix. But even if you're about to say it's the anime fans because it's not focused on anime, some of these people are anime creators, cosplay creators. But then 2, again, if they come up to you and there's so much crossover in this space now. This is just a thing. This is not about to be single file line so you can go meet Cree Summer. Like it's just not gonna be that. There's more chaos at a convention. Like Damo said, like any other part of the convention, if you don't want to participate, don't participate.
I'm just saying, I just feel like if I was like a anime fan going to an anime convention, especially as like as a long time goer, to see the evolution of like, yo, this is some chill space to what it is now, like that would be annoying. That would be annoying.
I think that's fair-ish, not really, because I'm thinking about the other anime conventions that I see or the other comic book conventions that I see online, because I haven't been to one in a minute, but it definitely doesn't look like the hotel in Holiday Express by the airport convention space that my uncle used to take us to. It definitely looks closer to DreamCon.
No, but when you know the clips and the content people are getting off isn't just like some anime shit specific to the con, it's a bunch of IRL streamers just there to cause chaos. Again, I could just see how that's annoying.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I can see that.
Go ahead.
I can see that for last year when it was like super IRL creatory, like not censored, but all the IRL streamers from Kick and all these other deployable platforms decided to pop up. Like it was I don't know. I just didn't see it this year. Like I really the stuff people complained of, I'm just not. I didn't see it, but we left a day early. We showed up a day later. We didn't do everything. So could there have been things that happened just out of our view? Sure.
Absolutely.
Then at that point, I would tell you, you might just want to do others. Maybe, and hear me out. Maybe go to the DreamCon and just meet up with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm saying. I just feel like
do other stuff. Like if you're going to DreamCon and your DreamCon experience is about to just be, I'm about to sit through panels from 12 to 6, or everything that they're advertising that they're saying they're doing, that's what I'm doing at the con. If that's going to be your experience, hey man, to each their own. I just wouldn't. You got to broaden your horizons to avoid this type of shit. This is the stuff being marketed by RDC. Why do you think the most annoying people aren't about to be there with their cameras out? This is what's being marketed.
Again, I just feel like we're speaking from the perspective as, for lack of a better term, the invaders of the space. Like, we're not going there for the anime shit. We never have. You know what I'm saying? So we're coming from that angle of it. I'm just saying, if you're coming from the anime angle, I could just see how it could get annoying.
Yeah, and trust me, I wish it was there for my POV too, because I would have had 2 videos out by now. But I promise you, I can't see it. And I get being on edge about this stuff because the public interview thing has gotten a little on edge. Did y'all see that New York is banning Meta glasses?
No.
Yeah, the shit has gotten so bad that there's a Meta glass ban coming out. So I get it, but I didn't see people, coming up to people like asking, hey, does your pussy burp? Or I just didn't see that. So I don't know.
Does it burp? Does it belch?
Does it squeal? Does it squawk? Like
I think
It's squeal.
I'm being dead ass. Like I just didn't. And then also answer the question. No.
So can I ask, what was y'all's biggest, from y'all experience, what we did do and we did see, what was your biggest pet peeve of the con?
The smell.
That's fair.
I really didn't. I'm telling you, this was the best. This was the best one. I'm dead looking forward to next year.
Me too.
Look at Dre.
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely enjoyed myself. Definitely had the most fun. If I had to pick something that probably annoyed me the most, the dry hating ass looks. That's probably the only thing, but that's super niche. That's not everyone's
dry
experience.
hating looks.
Yes. Again, maybe this is, hey, I'm 6'5". Hey, apparently 6'3", according to some members of the community. But being taller, I genuinely just sit around looking at shit. Y'all definitely didn't peep it. Anytime someone, BZ, these hoes, let's keep it a buck. Anytime that type of shit happened, the 1 or 2 people that does recognize us migrates to us. The 50 that don't. Out of that, there's probably 4 or 5 scrunched up faces, ugly ass looks about like, cause niggas want a picture or niggas want to talk to us or whatever it is. After a while, like the first time, whatever, that shit happened consistently. I felt that was weird. And that could be, again, super niche, super nitpicky. I just didn't like that. Like, all right, gang, you don't know who we are and this person does. What the fuck are you scrunching your face up at me for? Why are you looking at us? Getting your little side tap to your mans. Who the fuck is this points? What is that? Like, you don't know us. Cool. There's other niggas here we don't know. I promise you the last thing I did when a nigga asked to take a picture with someone is fucking hate. Now, if it was Dre that stopped us from doing content to take pictures with us, that's different.
All right, I think that's it. Perfect. So now that we watched through all that, I'm going to provide my perspective and just feedback to everything that they said. So addressing from what dude did picking up the girl, completely unacceptable. I'm calling them out and I'm just like, bro, like you for real a punk for that. Like you shouldn't be doing that. That's not cool. It's not cool. She really can just press charges on you and like that is assault and unwarranted assault. So I don't know what you're gonna do with that, but best of luck to you. And then to the people that like was just sitting there kikiing and laughing and all that, like, come on, like you gotta do better than that. She didn't consent to that and she was clearly uncomfortable, so go out and help. Like I don't care if you behind the camera, I don't care like, if you on the sidelines, like if you see something, say something, do something. Like, and I'll just be like, bro, like put her down, that ain't cool. So I get that. The whole girl twerking on the dude's face, That still kind of just catches me off guard because I heard they be doing other weird stuff at different cons and stuff, and I don't know. It just took me off guard. But it did like I think they did say like that happened somewhere on like the second or third floor, and like them little side hallways. Because on the last day of the con, me and my boy we went up there on the second floor, I believe, and the third floor, and that can happen. But like bro was saying, that probably happened like when they were leaving like the panels and like doing all these workshops and meet and greets in the YouTube lounges, to where it's a secluded area and you ain't getting that much traction. Because from where we were majority of the time, like Friday and Saturday, we were in the first floor, specifically the gaming hall. So we spent most of our time there, and that is like the regret that I have, to where me and my friends, we were in the gaming hall. It was cool and all, but I wish we did more. So participated in like the panels, or like even if we just walked around um like outside the exhibit hall and like the main hallway of the first floor, just seeing what was going on, even though we knew like that's where all like the IRL streamers and everything was, but like where they was dancing and everything and like doing the line dancing and just where there was more traction and more people. I wish we had that experience and being able to do that, because I think we could have had a much better time. And don't get me wrong, DreamCon was fun and I do plan on going back next year, but I felt like we could have had a better time with that. But also too, addressing some of the points that they said, where people just saying like, oh, like, you know, was this space, was it for like it's not just for like people who like anime. Yeah, we get that. RDC created DreamCon to host a space where black nerds, whether you like anime, whether you like video games, whether you like manga, whether you like comics, whatever it may be, if you're a dreamer, you're there. But I think some people who don't like that stuff or not into that stuff, that's where they take it onto YouTube, and they're just like, oh, like, you know, that anime stuff is weird, but we're still going to DreamCon regardless, because if you're a creator, like other creators are there, so I'm gonna be there. But I get that, but it's not just for creators. Like the specific target audience is like anime, video games, and that along that logic. So you're going there to profit and get content and like to catch viral moments and viral reactions. But if you go in there and just trash and be like, bro, like this is weird, anime is weird, and just like, well, why are you here if we're like, you're here at an anime convention yet you're talking about us? But I'm gonna do another video on that, because there was something that I saw on the over the weekend of like people just talking and trashing on anime, or hopping on the bandwagon where anime is cool now, but back then, like back in the 2000s and 2010s and all that, if your friends knew that you liked anime, you were immediately ostracized, you were bullied, you were made fun of, and you had an instant target on your back. But overall, shout out to these guys for covering over DreamCon 2026. There were some good things, there were some not so good things at DreamCon, but the horns and them following them is the funniest thing for me. But let me know how you guys like DreamCon 2026. Did you guys go? What were the high points of DreamCon 2026? What were the low points? Was this the best con that you've been to, or was this the best DreamCon that you've ever been to? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with a friend, so that we may continue to grow into the people that God wants us to be each and every day. As always, it's your boy Dulu signing out. Take care. Peace.